My name is Billy.
My name is Summer, and this is our 2-year-old daughter, Ocean. Surrogacy changed our lives. It made the impossible possible. I was born with a condition called MRKH. Pretty much I was born with an underdeveloped uterus. So I knew from a young age I probably would have to explore either adoption or surrogacy.
I fell in love with her, so no matter what challenges brought us, no matter what it is, I wanted to be there, support her, support our family, or however that looked. I think that's my goal as a husband, is just always be there to support my wife.
I think we chose surrogacy because we wanted to at least try to have our own biological child first. Of course, we were open to the idea of having a child through adoption, but I thought if I did have eggs and we were able to make embryos, why not give it a go? Our fertility clinic was CNY. One day I was scrolling on Instagram and I saw that Surrogate Steps had a post with CNY. That kind of led me into exploring the option of the surrogacy agency through them.
Right when we got into it, our first step was finding a surrogate. Trying to find the right candidate is huge, taking care of our baby for 9 months and having that relationship that we want to have with our surrogate is definitely something we want to take seriously. And it was nervous trying to find one and asking the right questions that they help guide us through.
They do a match meeting, which I think was very, very helpful. Prior to signing with our surrogate, they allowed us to speak to her and just ask questions that we might have. The surrogacy agency really was very kind and lenient.
They weren't pushy at all. They felt, I felt relaxed with them. If, whatever we felt comfortable, they felt comfortable too.
I always knew there was going to be challenges from a young age since I was diagnosed, that it wasn't going to be an easy road, but it was something that I wanted to venture through. I didn't understand the depth of everything, all of the legal stuff and different aspects going into it.
The contracts, the court dates we even had to go to sign all these papers. It's not like, oh, we found a surrogate, we're gonna start. There's a lot of background stuff around it.
I truthfully felt so overwhelmed and didn't even know where to start.
Surrogate Steps really helped us put it all together to make it an easier journey.
And they kind of took us by the hand and let us know each step, what needed to be done and when it needed to be done by, and that was very, very comforting.
Our surrogate was very open. We had a great communication, which was fantastic. Just her sharing a lot of the day-to-day stuff. When she first was feeling kicking, for instance, she sent a video and we'd watch it together in bed, oh my God, she sent a video. So it's all these lovely surprises, which really made our days.
The day before, the surrogate actually came to our house and she knew it was probably going to be go time soon. So we all packed up and we headed to the hospital together. Those were the best moments. We were able to sit back there with her, and I remember the nurse saying, "You're not going home without a baby." So that was the highlight of it. I was able to watch Ocean come into the world, and I don't think there could be a greater gift than that. I remember looking over at Billy saying, "She has hair," and just being able to see her come earthside was the magical moment. Her heart rate was a little bit fast, so they said, "Well, Mom, if we put her skin to skin, it might help regulate her heart rate." And it was almost like a surreal feeling, oh my gosh, I'm Mom. I'm the one gonna be doing this. I kind of, growing up thought that may never be what I'll get to be one day as a mom. So that was the most magical moment, her just being skin to skin on me and being here, and it felt like everything we worked for is finally coming to fruition. So that was just absolutely amazing.
It really felt like a dream. It really did. It was almost like pinch me kind of moment that she was here, but where I was still awake. So it really was amazing. Even her cry was joy. Just her being here was amazing. Being a dad is awesome. It's everything I've dreamed of and more. Every day brings new challenges, which I do love, and I just love watching her grow, and that's the best part of being a dad.
I would say being a mom is my dream come true. It sounds so cliche, but every day just getting to live through hearing her say mama or just the little milestones, it really is the biggest blessing I could ever ask for. I truly couldn't imagine doing it without Surrogate Steps.
They changed our lives by bringing in a love to our lives that we thought we never had or ever would have.
They made everything possible.